so I'm gonna say this really kind of short thing because I don't know if I said it in the videos before, but I just want to like lay it all out for you really quickly. Shout out to this man, by the way.
Reaching and putting all these meanings in these Kendrick things. There is in that, I think, some inherent racism. The notion that could this Black Hood person, this rapper, really have thought of this many things? Called Rapper Brain, and a lot of smarter rappers, and Kendrick is one of the most brilliant ones, see the world in multiple ways simultaneously and are constantly understanding and looking for places where they can say one thing and mean two things or mean three things for a triple entendre. I am not. When I'm deconstructing this, adding too much and adding things that Kendrick would say, no, I don't think so. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm missing that Kendrick would be like, yeah, that was cool, but you missed this.
I fucking love hip hop. I fucking love hip hop. I'm sitting here. Hold on. I'm sitting here watching this Tory video.
Or mean faith.
And when he said, I'm gonna say, go to the exact point. I want y'all to see this shit.
On Wayne's girl while he's in jail, now that's conniving. This is an important lie. Lil Wayne, part of the crew, one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's dating a girl named Tammy. Weezy went to prison for a minute. And Drake slept with Tammy. And Wayne's talked about this in interviews. He talked about this on his records. And this, I think, is important because this, to me, is the sort of thing that really earns the incredible anger and rancor and venom that Kendrick is coming at Drake out this battle.
Dude!
Then get his face tatted like a bitch
apologizing.
I believe Drake has a tat of Lil Wayne.
This nigga's a bitch. I did not know that Tammy was the girl that was dating Wayne. And when Wayne got locked up, that's the girl that Drake slept with. Shout out to Tory. Shout out to Tory. But that makes so much sense now. Because Tammy was talked about in Section 8. Tammy's song, dog. And it's like you have to understand how all of this took place. FD signifier said, and I remember when he said it, and we all understood, something happened on that Club Paradise tour for whatever was like the seed that planted into Drake, and this animosity and beef and whatnot that Kendrick wasn't fucking with. It happened during that tour, and we didn't know what it was. It was the fact that he slept with Wayne's girl. And you know what's even crazier for me? Because the way, the order, and how all of this came to be. Shout out to Tiger as well. It starts with Drake dropping Thank Me Later and Wayne going to jail. Then Rihanna gives Drake his first #1. Then they start their relationship and helping them write the next album and whatnot. Then Drake goes on tour. Starts the Club Paradise tour, and instead of bringing The Weeknd or some other R&B artist, he chose to bring Kendrick Lamar and A$AP Rocky. Also, I believe he chose these two people because the R&B acts he would have taken might have been Chris Brown and Jacob Lattimore and Diggy and all that mindless behavior shit. Drake wasn't in that. He wanted to be seen as taken seriously as a rapper, so he chose them. And shit and low-key shit happens on the tour that Kendrick Lamar is being previewed to, A$AP Rocky as well. Kendrick Lamar then makes and puts out Section 80, talking about his experiences coming up in the game from where he is in on his block, per se, if that makes sense. Bringing up the fact of Tammy, who is Drake's girl. What we did not know, I mean, not Drake's girl, Wayne's girl, but what we did not know was that during on tour, Drake slept with Tammy. Now, Keisha's song, that goes into the whole narratives that we, in Kendrick Lamar's personal, how you call it, personal discography, where, after Keisha's song, it would be Sing About Me, Dying of Thirst, Also, that would tie into To Pimp a Butterfly, ending with Mortal Man, and then that would tie into God, and then God would go tie into Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, yada, yada, yada. So Keisha's song is more of a thing for Kendrick Lamar, but Tammy's song tells the narrative of what goes with Kendrick Lamar trying to take down this dude. And it started with trying to be his friends and staying on his good side. Then Wayne gets out of jail. Finds out about the thing. That's when Drake gets the tattoo of Wayne on his arm, apologizing that he slept with Tammy, which is a conniving thing for Drake to do. But it's the start of the seed of everything bullshit. But again, we're trying to stay on his good graces, right? Drake is now gearing up to drop Take Care. And then on Take Care, we kind of get this one-half solution of the Keisha song and the Tammy song, with Kendrick Lamar saying, I'm going to stay silent about what he knows. That's why he's burying himself alive, because he's keeping a secret and telling us a lie. What was that lie? That's what we find out in Good Kid, Mad City, and in To Pimp a Butterfly, and all the other jazz, piece by piece, leading up to Not Like Us. This was the first step, we all know. This was the first step Kendrick Lamar took at taking shots at Drake without Drake even knowing it. So not only did this nigga cheat with Wayne's girl, have Wayne's girl cheat on Wayne. Not only did Drake have Tammy to cheat on Wayne with him, but also this nigga doesn't write his shit. Drake doesn't write his shit. Oh my God. And that's where we get exposed with poetic justice. So this is planting the seed of like, okay, look, right here, right now, I'm not going to get you, but God will come through and do his thing. But for right now, we're just going to act like we're friends. And that's where we get fucking problems in the whole Long Live ASAP project. And A$AP Rocky has been on record to tell us that no, he didn't like that song because Drake. It was just the thing to do to get a Drake song or a Drake feature or 2 Chainz features for the pop aesthetic and casual listeners. But actuality, I mean, he had to do what he had to do. A$AP Rocky had to bury himself alive and make fucking problems. Damn. But you know what he got out of this doing this? Rihanna, who between here and here, Drake broke up with. She's kind of free. But this is them just being buddies. This is just A$AP Rocky and her being buddies. We don't really know if this is going to go anywhere. But it did, now that we know that. All of this weaving and vines from Drake, Wayne going to jail, Rihanna, and Drake having a relationship, which then eventually will break apart. Drake not wanting to bring R&B acts, probably Chris Brown, on stage, so he brought Kendrick Lamar and A$AP Rocky. Kendrick Lamar sees the fuck shit that Drake is doing and does not like it. Wayne comes out, drops one of those fire bars. Real G's move in silence like lasagna, but also letting us know that hoes will be hoes, so he couldn't blame Tammy. Introducing the Take Care project. introducing Kendrick Lamar to the public eye, making an anthem. The guy who made the anthem also takes Drake's Girl, all leading up to Kendrick Lamar taking his first shot. The most fucked up, conniving thing that was planted, which was not even, you can say it's an infidelity, but the seed of all of this gave birth to one of the most iconic lines by Wayne in hip-hop. Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Like, Kendrick takes character to be so important that I think these moments where we see you have no fucking character. You lie, you chase girls, you hang around with people who got weird cases, you do all this fucked up shit. You try to talk to our wives and girlfriends. I have to get you out of this culture because you are a parasite within this culture. That sort of vibe gets me to the sort of rancor that we see in Not Like Us, and why you would have to go on like a holy crusade to destroy this man's career. All the moral things that Kendrick lays out as far as wanting to protect hip-hop from this outsider, this gentrifier, this colonizer who does not truly understand hip-hop and yet is running around defining it for so many people, but is really not part of the fabric of this culture. He is not like us. Yes, all of that is there. Also, his anger at him being a bad father.
He's speaking.
Being a PDF, about being a liar and a
Facts.
person we can't trust. All of that is there.
You know, if the world were to end right now, after finding all of this out, I would honestly be happy. Excuse me, because we did what we needed to do in life. I think we all did what we needed to do in life. So if this is our last year, fuck it. But this is incredible. I'm so amazed how I've lived so much life and didn't even realize that till now. Like, it's the principles of things, bro. I cannot believe that actually just happened. God is good. I'm just sitting here in awe, thinking about all the moments of listening to Take Care, Section 8, thinking of all the times I'm arguing with my friends about who had the best album, Pusha T or Lil Wayne. I'm over here thinking about the Control verse. I'm over here thinking about how we fucked up Big Sean, and it was mad unnecessary. I'm sitting here thinking about the blackface pictures, Epstein Island. I'm over here thinking about Weinstein getting outed, Cosby getting outed, Diddy getting caught. I'm thinking about fucking Superhead. I'm over here thinking about Amber Cole. Over here thinking about Amber Rose. All of this fuck shit, bro. If I were to ask God anything right now, it would be what? What is my place in all of this? Do I have a place in this, or is it just commentary and I'm supposed to be an audience member? Do I play a role? Does the person looking at this video play a role? What is it inspire? What is it going to do? I don't know. All I know is that when I heard Touré say it was Tammy, dog, every little detail I have made in that What Story playlist lines up so perfectly in my head. It's weird because it's like I've always seen the story. From beginning to end, I've seen it. As it was playing out, leading up to Watch the Party Die, with everything, including Cat Williams. It's It is insane how I saw this whole story. But that one little detail, and they said being high is a bad thing. Okay. And now we're here. They not let us.